What's up, bro?
Bravo, go on. Are you calm?
I'm lovely, and yourself?
Good, bro. 2021.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, yeah.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, first and foremost, actually.
Happy New Year to everybody who's watching as well.
Yeah, dude, to
Hope you
everybody
guys have
watching.
a prosperous year.
I noticed in the previous episode I didn't say Merry Christmas to everybody. And I kind of felt bad when I watched it again. But like, yeah, y'all know it was a Merry Christmas. But yeah, Happy New Year.
It is
to
what
you
it
guys.
is, yeah.
It is what it is. Yeah, dude. I wanted to tell you a couple of weeks back, but like I completely forgot. So, no, not a couple of weeks back. I mean like last week. So last week I went to the gym, right? And like that's like my normal routine. I just went to run and do a bunch of other stuff. And like they have a steam room at the gym, like a steam room. So you basically I mean that thing also helps with like COVID and everything. Like that's the only one of the main reasons why I go to that steam room, you know? So usually when I go to the steam room, I'm either alone or I'm with my brother, right? So now last week I went to the gym alone, and when I went to the gym alone, I steamed for like 5 minutes. 5 minutes into my steam session, actually, right? I'm about to leave, right? But like when I say like I just told myself, okay, an extra 2 minutes and I'll be thing. So in my head, I'm about to leave. This one gin comes in. He greets me and everything, and he tells me to like turn it up a little bit, like turn up the steam a bit, right? And I was like, no problem. And he's like, yo man, like man, I need you to turn up the steam because dude, I have a hectic flu, bro. Like it hasn't been
Oh my gosh.
So now I'm like, bro,
Oh no.
you're not supposed, like, legit, bro. Like, it was in that moment that I knew. I was like, this could be Corona. And this guy is admitting to me. And you know what the worst thing is? After that,
Bro, he's confiding in you. That's so crazy.
Bro, like, I'm a random guy. You're busy telling me that, yo, I got this hectic flu. And, like, you're literally next to me. Like, we're literally... And now, like, the worst thing about it, I think it wasn't just that. I think the thing that just made it worse is, number one, this guy's out in public, number one. Number two, right? The simple fact that this guy continued to have a conversation with me about his life. He was telling me about how his one kid doesn't really want to study, but all his other kids have already studied and stuff. So he's kind of upset at the fact that like she doesn't really want to study. She wants to do a bunch of other stuff. I'm just there like, while he's busy continually talking to me, I'm just like, bro, you just admitted that you have a hectic flu. I'm not even supposed to be in this room right now, bro.
I'm surprised that you were even able to concentrate on what he was saying. I'd be like, the whole time I'd just be seeing Corona out of his mouth.
Dude, like legit, we're having this conversation and then I'm just waiting for an opportunity for me to be like, alright, let me leave. And now what happens is there's an opportunity for me to leave. I leave, everything is fine, everything is sorted. My man, did I not go test and everything, bro? Okay, I made sure. I was like, I ain't trying to play games because I felt a little bit under the weather, right? And luckily, test is negative and everything, so everything is fine. It's just I have flu now. Like right now, as we're recording this podcast, I have flu. So like my nose is like.
Are you wearing pants though?
Yeah, so just letting y'all know, just in case my voice sounds a little bit different than all the other podcasts, but yeah.
I'm saying, are you wearing pants though?
Sorry?
Are you wearing pants though?
Am I wearing pants?
Yes.
Like in this podcast right now?
Are you wearing pants right now? Yes, that's not. Why don't you want to answer the question?
Dude, like, look, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. On the podcast, whenever we record the podcast, bro, I only focus on my belly up. So, like, anything that's happening down there, I don't really mind. So, I cannot confirm nor deny that I'm wearing pants or not. Are you wearing pants or not?
I'm wearing pants this time. But let me show you. I'm literally. I just got out. This is.
No, I'm also wearing pants, but like they're like maroon. Yeah, I'm also wearing pants. I'm also wearing pants. Yeah.
Okay.
But I just didn't want to admit.
I'm wearing these shorts, bro, that I literally just wear around the house. I'm not even wearing shoes, but I'm wearing like a denim jacket, got my chain on and everything. That, like the shot that people are looking at right now looks kind of clean. I'm not gonna lie, but everything else is just a mess.
Oh man, yeah, but it is what it is, bro. Bro, I wanted to ask, bro.
Yeah.
In the spirit of like New Year's and everything, do you have any New Year's resolution that you'd like to share with the public?
New Year's resolution that I'd like to share with the public. No, I don't really have any. I don't really believe in New Year's resolutions.
Oh, why not? Do you think that like has it just been have you tried it so many times and failed so many times that you just like, nah, I ain't doing this no more?
I guess. Yeah, I guess. I've tried. That has happened. I have tried it a lot of times and it didn't work, but that's not the reason why I don't believe in it, I don't think. I just don't believe in it because the I feel like the only thing that changes from year to year for me, right, is my varsity level, right? So from the only thing that really separates last year and this year is basically what modules I'll be doing this year, you know? And other than that, everything is pretty much the same. And so if I'm going to have any New Year's resolutions, they're going to be probably around my academics because that's the only thing that's changed. But other than that, everything is pretty much the same. And therefore, if I were to change anything, I could have changed it a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months from now. Like it's all kind of the same. And I don't believe in waiting for the new year to make a resolution in your life. That's basically what's...
No, that's true. And I think one of the things that I've also noticed is I'm like not really big on New Year's resolutions, but a lot of like my life goals are centered around obviously like my academic life, like you said. So like the only thing that is changed during the year is whatever's happening academically since I'm still studying. So what I do is I think the thing about, I wouldn't really say that it's New Year's resolution, but I just think that like a lot of my short-term goals are centered around the year and then the month,
the new year.
You know, so like I wouldn't say it's a New Year's resolution. It's more just like progressing in my goals than it is anything to do with like a resolution or anything, you know?
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
So yeah,
like Nah, I that makes sense. Also, like if your goals like are centered, because like I said, for me personally, the one thing that changes from year to year is my academics. So if I were to make a New Year's resolution, it would solely be around my academics. So I do understand why someone would like make a New Year's resolution, like about their academics, or like set new academic goals, whatever it is.
No, because I have like kind of goals related to that, like to my academic life and everything. But like I think it's more like I said, like I wouldn't really call them New Year's resolutions. Like one of the things that I would say is that I really do want to progress in this podcast, and I want to improve in editing. I want to like improve in just like add a couple of things to the podcast and stuff. So I wouldn't really say that's a resolution. It's more like a goal or like progress in whatever I've already started. And like stuff like that.
But my point is, right? But my point is, if I had asked you 2 months ago, like what are your short-term goals, you would have told me the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So your aspirations of like getting better at editing and all that stuff, and the podcast obviously growing, those aren't in any way attached or related to the new year. You would have told me the same thing 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, half a year ago. And therefore, like, is it really a New Year's resolution? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But what are the plans for 2021 then?
I was about to ask you how did you spend your New Year's Eve?
How do I spend my New Year's? My man, you know what the worst thing
yeah.
is, man? You know what the worst thing is about my New Year's? The New Year's, this New Year's was one of the wackest New Year's that I've ever spent. Obviously because Cyril basically shut the whole country down, said that our curfew's at 9 o'clock and we're basically just gonna spend it at home. So I had to cancel a lot of my plans. It's not like I was planning on doing anything major or mad, but for all my friends and stuff, and also like I started feeling like I had the flu. I was feeling under the weather, so I didn't want to put anybody in danger at the time as well, of even just falling sick as a whole. Imagine having the flu and having corona. Like that is just, that's mad, you know? So I basically spent it indoors, like with fam, throughout the day. I saw on your snap, you had a madness, bro. Like you were having a good time, bro. Like you were braaiing and everything, bro. Man was indoors, not wearing pants, watching series, bro. Before Netflix removed some of the series on the 31st, bro. Like what were you up to?
Apparently, The Office is on Netflix now.
Bro, did I not rewatch it? Like I'm rewatching it again, bro.
That's pretty cool. I have it on my laptop anyway. You know, illegal things. I mean, allegedly.
allegedly.
Yeah. Nah, I had some mates over, so it's just me and my dad here. So my dad had plans to go to his mates and like hang out. So I was like, yo, can I host my mates? And he was like, sure thing. So I hosted my mates. They came over. We had a little bit of a braai, music, movies. And then they slept over. Next morning, pretty much just ate and then dipped, went our separate ways. Well, they went their separate ways. But yeah, that was pretty much my New Year's. I have a question for you.
Yes, of course.
Completely unrelated.
Let's go again.
You know,
let's go again. It's that segment where Lefa has a question for Joel. Oh my goodness.
Yes, so we should make that like a legitimate segment of this podcast, because it happens on every single one.
Like I will literally
I have a question for you.
Yeah, let's go.
Do you feel like you have there's an expression, the one that got away?
Oh, do I feel like I had the one that got away?
Yeah.
Yo, this
like
is
just a sound girl, like a sound girl that really ticked boxes, and you look back and you're like, damn, I might have dropped the ball letting that one go.
You know, the thing is, right, if I'm being honest, you know me, and like I'm very particular about like the people that I I don't mind going on a date. Let's just put it like that. Like I really have no problem going on a date, because for me it's not that big. Like it's not that bad. In high school we made a very big deal about going on a date. I don't mind going on a date, but like letting you in is a very big thing for me. So, and a lot of the times, like I can only think of like two situations where I've let somebody in and things didn't work out or whatever. So the one situation where it's kind of like the one that got away, that one left. So it wasn't like, oh, I messed up. I just think, I don't know whether I messed up or not, but like it just didn't work out, and I'm okay with it. Like I'm all good. It's just in terms of having the one that got away, it's very hard for me to say a solid yes, because in my heart I just strongly believe in just moving on. Like I can't dwell on something that isn't promised yet. You know, like if you haven't put a ring on it, then it was never really the one that got away. It's kind of like just one that made you feel a certain way, made you feel good. You had like really great interests, interlinking interests and stuff like that. But I wouldn't say that I've had the one that got away, because after a while, you know, have you ever had that feeling where after, let's say you shoot your shot and everything, this is obviously single Lefa. I'm talking to single Lefa before Robin, of course. But what I'm saying is, like, have you ever thought of like a situation where you shot your shot and things didn't work out, but then as a couple of months go by and you kind of find out about that person, or you just see that person's vibe and stuff, you realize that you're so grateful that it didn't work out?
Yo. I have a big one, and I'm glad she doesn't watch this podcast. But listen, mate, I have this girl, and a Christian girl too.
Yeah.
That I pretty much pursued, like, and I don't really pursue Hans like that, but like I pursued this girl. Like I met her one night, and then we didn't like exchange numbers on the night, but we had like a common friend.
Yeah.
Crap, I really hope she doesn't watch this. I doubt she will. She never does. But yeah.
Even if she does, we're acting you
had
now.
A common friend.
So, yeah.
Yeah. She has a boyfriend now. She's happy. But yeah, okay. We had a common friend. I got her number from the common friend. We started talking. Hit it up, man. And I'm talking like we proper we clicked. We spoke for like months and months and months. I'm not gonna reveal how much because that's really just gonna give away who it is.
Yeah.
But we spoke for a long time, right? Just like getting to know each other and all that stuff. And then kind of relevant to the topic, I guess, someone who at the time I felt was the one that got away, someone at that time who was the one that got away came back into my life, and I was like, so yeah, I kind of, my focus kind of shifted. And that didn't work out either, but I'm really glad that my focus shifted, right? Because even though that didn't work out either, I'm really glad that I dodged this bullet, because we remain friends, and I've since back then I've come to know her even more, and I'm like, man, I am glad that, you know, I in a way messed that thing up. I'm like, geez, dodged that bullet.
You see, and that's like, but, you know what the worst thing is, right? That's been my life's story. You get what I'm saying? Like, the reason why I can obviously tell you now, like, I haven't dated anyone, is because as soon as, if something, it's either I ended from the start because I see a red flag, or like, let's say something happens, we start progressing, and I start feeling, wow, this is like actually a really good person. And then God, I honestly think it's God at this rate, because like, wow, bro, like out of nowhere something happens and that person either leaves, or I'm just there like, no, you get what I'm saying? So like, I'm really, I'm grateful, but at the same time, bro, in the moment, bro, I think anybody can admit in that moment, you're like, this is mad, bro. Like, why isn't it working out? And you're asking so many different questions and stuff like that, and you're just there like, what? And yeah, dude, like, and what the thing is, I think the other thing that makes me very chilled about not worrying about like the one that got away and stuff is just the fact that in my head, bro, in my head and in my heart, okay, I am only gonna get married after 26. Like, I'm not planning on getting married like in my early 20s. Like 26 is also like a reach. 27 is chilled for me. Like 27, I don't mind like settling down. So like, I'm just to give you guys a thing, I'm 22. So like, I got time, bro. So there can be so many ones that got away. I don't mind. Y'all can all go away. I'm a focus on. I'm gonna be where the money resides. Okay.
Listen, although I agree with everything that you said, I think the difference between you and myself is actually not necessarily our principles, but how we our perception of what the one that got away actually means, right?
Yeah.
I think to you it means like the one that got away. I think to you, I'm gonna start with you. I think to you it means like, you know, the one that like you lay at night tossing and turning, thinking about it like, damn, I shouldn't have let her go, that type of thing, you know. But to me it's just like the one that got away is like the one that got away, you know. It doesn't necessarily mean that you want her back, or if you had the opportunity you'd take her back, but it just means that that's the, like, you could be happy with your wife and still acknowledge that, ooh, that one got away. I mean, I have something better now, but that's the one that got away, you know. Like, if that had happened, if that happy ever after with that person had happened, I wouldn't have what I have right now. But definitely I'm happier where I am right now. Does that make sense? She just happens to be. Yeah.
You know when somebody asks you to define something, right? okay?
Yeah.
And they just repeat the word that they decide defining. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what you did, bro. Like, you literally did
but
that.
Yeah,
you're like, oh,
it's so
define
it's so,
excitement.
Yeah.
Oh, excitement, you know, the feeling you get when you're excited. That's basically what you said, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure people on the podcast listening to this right now, they can agree with me, bro. Like, what?
It's very self-explanatory. It's very self-explanatory, though. The one that got away is the one that got away. Your perception of it is like the one that got away and the one that I long for and the one that I messed up with. But that's not necessarily always the case. It sometimes is the case, but that's not necessarily always the case. Sometimes the one that got away is just that. It's just the one that got away. Doesn't mean you want them back. Doesn't mean that you'd take them back in a heartbeat. Doesn't mean that whatever. It just means they got away.
Okay. Then by that definition, then there is someone that comes to mind, or like like a person that does come to mind. Like, I mean, like, it is. It does happen.
It doesn't involve any regret, right? It doesn't involve any regret. You are somewhat. You're not necessarily upset at the fact that they got away. You just have to acknowledge the fact that, you know, something could have happened there, but it didn't happen for X amount of reasons or whatever.
I'm happy that I got to know the person. And here's the other thing, like, because like we're religious and everything, like, one of the things that I'm happy about is that I wouldn't say we did everything right, but I could say that we did everything according to the book. So it was like we could have a friendship at the end of whatever. So it's not a thing of we had a bad thing or we broke it off badly. Like, I can still message that person now, although I don't. Like, I can still message that person now and be like, Happy New Year, or like, Merry Christmas, or whatever, and like, it won't be bad vibes, or it won't be awkward or whatever. Like, I feel like we're still somewhat in each other's lives, but like, when I say in each other's lives, I mean like once a year I'll message the person about something or say happy birthday, and then I'm like, thank you, I'm out. So it ain't that deep, bro. I understand what you're saying now, but yes, I have had one that has the one that got away. I guess so.
Okay, with since we're on that topic, I have another question for you. Since
bro, 2021, bro. This is nice, bro. 2 questions.
Hey, we're coming with the content to Tulina. I have another question. Since you already kind of touched on it, how do you? And I know you've never been in like a relationship like that before, but how do you feel about being friends with your ex?
Okay, look. Here's the thing. I will strongly. I don't advise it. Okay, because there's always somebody that still has a little more feelings than the other person. Because, like, look, I'm not gonna lie to you, I can move on. I can literally be like, Bear, I'm out, I'm gone.
Yeah, in the other podcast you said 2 seconds, that's all it takes.
Yeah, bro, 2 seconds I can be out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't even mean that in a disrespectful way or whatever. It's just because I know my priorities, and when I see a red flag that I can't change, it's the light switches on and I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are certain things. That's why, like, my requirements are there, and it's not even physical. Like, it's not even like physical appearance, because if I slid in your DMs, it means that when I say slid in your DMs, I mean like if I'm having a conversation with you, and in a romantic way, it means I already find that initial attraction. But like, in terms of personality wise, belief and all that other stuff, if I see something that I'm like, nah, this is gonna be mad in the long run, then the switch goes off, I'm out. It doesn't matter. So what I would say is, with the other person, it might not necessarily be the same, because we're emotional beings as well. So it will be harder to navigate between what you saw as a red flag and what you told yourself against what you're feeling. So I wouldn't advise being friends with people, like contacting them like on a regular basis or whatever. Like, I would say that you can be civil, but like
Yeah.
If you're in a relationship and you're chummies with your ex, bro, like I'ma be honest, like for some people it has worked, but in most cases something is bound to happen. Somebody has feelings for that person. There's still an attachment over there. So I would rather be like, I'm gonna just step back drastically, like, you know. What do you think?
Yeah. I think it depends, right? Although I don't advise it for most people, there are people who, if like, I regard myself someone who is very, very aware, and this comes from years of being in the game. Someone who is very, very aware of his own feelings, first of all, and also very, very aware and or rather able to tell when someone else is in any way interested in him in this case being me. I'm very, like, I can tell sometimes even before you're able to tell that you are interested in me. And therefore I can act accordingly. So
yeah, no, of course.
So obviously the thing that you warned against, which I think is a very big factor, is a situation wherein one person has feelings for the other one. You said that almost always that is the case, and I agree with you. There are those cases where that is not the case, where there's like literally zero romantic feelings left, and you can actually be, I guess, friends in that case. I am one person. I reckon I can first of all be honest with myself. Like, is there still something there? Isn't there? You know, whatever. And I can also tell, like, from that person's side, is there something there still or isn't there? And in which case, like, depending on what the answer to that question is, I will
determine what
proceed accordingly, basically. Whether it's like, okay, there are still feelings there, need to cut it off. No, there aren't any feelings there, we can kick it as friends.
No, I get you.
Yeah, like basically that's it.
I agree.
I'm not friends with any of my exes though. I'm civil with all of them though.
No, hundreds. That's if I'm being honest.
Sorry. I said all of them. It makes them sound like they're a lot. I swear, it's not like a double-digit number. It's not even half a dozen. It's not even a quarter of a dozen. Go on.
It's 10. It's 10 guys. No, I joke, bro. No, but I agree with you, bro. No, I agree with you. I agree with you 110%, because like one of the things, like I'm happy that you can discern between the two and actually be honest with yourself, because the one thing is you don't want to slip back while you're in a relationship, or not even that, like even if you're not in a relationship, you never really want to go back to something that you've decided not to go for anymore based on whatever moral, whatever red flag, because then you're going to basically be doing the same thing for years and be stuck in a loop, stuck in the same cycle for years. But I think on that note we should just end it up, bro.
Yep.
It's been
an amazing experience.
We got two questions for Joel on this podcast, which is amazing. We're gonna actually be putting that as a segment. I think that it will be really interesting. Leftist questions or something like that. We'll find a name for it in any case. But, ladies and gents.
I just realized that I always say it's been an amazing experience at the end of every podcast. We should just play it back one day after 5 years, at our 5-year anniversary. We should just do a montage or whatever, compilation. It's been an amazing experience. We should actually
do that.
Keep doing the most at the most high. Keep doing the most at the most high. Our thingies all running out of time. Okay, our Instagram handles down in the description below. You know the links. Just click all that stuff if you want to engage with us. It's been an amazing experience again. I actually had more time than I thought I did. Keep doing the most with the most high.